Hello dears, welcome to Beauty by Heart. I'm Liling, also known as Lulu. Today I'll be sharing with you dears the Canmake One Brand Review. Canmake is a popular Japanese drugstore cruelty-free makeup brand. If you dears are into Japanese drugstore makeup and are curious which products are good from Canmake, you may like to continue watching. So in this video, I'll be doing the product swatches, demo, and review. Hopefully this video can serve you as a guideline. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you happen to like this video, please consider to subscribe. And for all of you dears who are watching my video right now, thank you so much for watching. It's my blessing to have you dears here. And now, let's get started! You can find Canmake in Watsons, both online and in store. And you can also find Canmake in Shopee Singapore under this seller, T Supply. I noticed some of the products over there is cheaper than Watsons. They are having some discount over there. I do not know how long the discount will last. Example, I just bought some of the Suzanne Lasting Lipsticks, which cost 50% lesser than in Watsons. So if there's anything that catch your eyes, you may want to consider getting from this supplier. I just ordered the lipsticks yesterday. And yes, if you like to shop at Shopee Singapore, please consider to use my Shopee code listed in the description box below if you feel comfortable. I will earn a little income from your purchase. So by doing so, you can help my channel to grow a bit. But if you are uncomfortable, then just shop as per your usual. So over here, these are some of the Canmake products I've been using for a long time, and some of them I've mentioned in my previous videos. So let's start with the face product first. These are the primers that can be used alone or with foundation. The pink one is for moisture and the purple one is for mattifying. I will sometimes use the pink on my dry use zone and then also the purple for my oily T-zone. I have combination skin. Both are fluid in texture but doesn't flow so easily. They are easy to spread, move around and blend. And the pink tube, which is the moisturizing type, provides a soft glowing finish. They are fragranceless and provide an airbrush finish. The purple tube, which is the mattifying one, provides a soft matte finish. My dry use zone is filled with media seeds, so when I use the purple one, which is the mattifying one, over on my dry use zone, the media seeds will be obvious. This happens with any mattifying primer or foundation. And when I use the pink tube, which is the moisturizing type, my media seeds will not be emphasized. Both the pink and purple tube brightens up my skin, smoothen my skin, and even out my skin tone. They are long-lasting and slightly transfer onto our mask. Use them alone without any foundation, and recently when I use them, I don't set with powder too. I enjoy using them, like what I said, the pink for the dry use zone and the purple for the oily T-zone, but actually I will prefer their discontinued product, which is this Juicy Glow Skin Base. This has a glowy finish, and after a while when my oil is produced, I find that my oil mixes well with this product over here, and somehow it transforms my skin into a very natural, glowy and radiant look. It is like we are born with such good glowy skin. So in short, if you dears are going for a light makeup look, you can choose one of these according to your skin type. From what I see, Watsons online only has the purple tube. And if I did not remember wrongly, the previous time when I went to my nearby Watsons store, it also has the purple tube, so you can't find the pink tube. But you can still find these two base over at the Shopee seller site. And when I was searching on their Canmake Japan website, I don't find this anymore, so I'm not so sure if Canmake is actually discontinuing them. I don't know about that. These blushes are so beautiful, isn't it? So beautiful that I'm reluctant to use. I have mentioned this blusher for a number of times already. For the longest time, I've been just using this blusher. This is the first blusher I got, and this is number 2. I just use this as a display piece on my makeup shelf. So later on, I bought this second one, which is number 11 color. And since then, I use them more often. As you guys can see, there are a few colors over here. You can use the color one by one, but I just find that if you use the color one by one, the colors will be too small for the brush to pick up. So most of the time, I will just mix all the colors together and apply on the cheeks. And the lightest color over here is the highlighter. So sometimes I will use this alone over here on the cheekbone. It just gives a very mild natural sheen. Or you can use these lightest shades over on the blusher as the topper. This powder is finely milled, so when we apply on the skin, it is not powdery and it gives a very natural look. The pigmentation is mild, so you need to build up for intensity, which I prefer mild pigmentation for the blusher because it's easier to manage. As you guys probably can see from the demo, I build up at least 3 layers of this. Usually on normal days, I will just build up 1 to 2 layers, but because I'm facing the cameras with strong lightings, I will have to build up at least 3 layers for this effect. So just for the mild pigmentation, I find that this is great for makeup beginners. Canmake have a lot of beautiful colors blushes under this range, and nowadays they added a matte range as well. So some time ago, I watched my YouTube friend Strawberry Loli. She was using her blusher, not these 2 colors, of a different color. She was using the colors one by one on her different part of the eyes. This is so brilliant of her, and it turns out beautifully. If you guys are curious about how she did it to apply this as an eyeshadow, please hop over to her video. I'll link her video link in the description box below as well as on the icard here. I haven't used this as an eyeshadow because I find that a lot of the colors are very similar to one another. I just mentioned this cream blusher in my previous video. The packaging looks actually cheap and looks like a toy makeup. The plastic doesn't feel good quality, it feels very flimsy, and I feel that this can break at any time, especially on the lid here, at the hinge here. Not very solid, I would think, but the content is very solid. I wore this blusher with a mask. It doesn't transfer and this is long lasting. It is easy to blend. This cream blusher has a moderate to strong pigmentation, and I often go too heavy-handed on this because I keep forgetting that it has strong pigmentation. So just use a little at a time. I appreciate that this cream blusher has no scent, and this can be used on the lips too, but I haven't tried because I'm not so keen to try this on the lips. But as I mentioned before, I got irritated by this blusher because it contains shimmery glitters. You can't see this in the pan, and I also can't see that it contains shimmery glitters when I'm doing the hand swatch. But on my cheeks, the longer I look at it, the more irritated I become because I do not know if this is my psychological effect. I keep seeing shimmery glitters and it's getting bigger and bigger each time I look at it. And by the end of the day, the shimmery glitters gets all over my face. I got super irritated by this. But the base product is really good. It's very long lasting on the cheeks. So if you just know what are the colors that doesn't contain the shimmery glitters, please tell me and share with me because I will definitely want to test them out more. And I do know that recently Canmake come out with 3 new colors which are of the clear base. And I just watched my new YouTube friend Mac. She did a hand swatch of these 8 colors. So again, if you guys are interested to find out the color swatches, please hop over to her videos after my video, and I will link her video also in the description box below as well as on the icard here. Mac lives in Japan, so some of the colors are not available in Singapore, so just watch her video for references. So overall, the base product is great. but just got irritated by the shimmery glitters. And I will definitely pick up other colors that doesn't contain the shimmery glitters. A little goes a long way, and these cream blushes are great with wearing mask. I also mentioned these single eyeshadows in my previous video. I bought these single eyeshadows from Watson's store, except for this purple one. This is number 5, Dreamy Purple. I bought it from Yes Style because Watson's no longer carry this color, and because of that, this is slightly more expensive than the rest, which costs about 19.98 Sing dollars. So judging from this, I can guess that it is selling at a different price from different retailers. But I really like this purple. This is a very light lilac-y purple. It reminded me of a single eyeshadow I bought from Japan very long time ago, about 20 years. I forgot which brand was that. Is that Testimo or Claire de Paul? I love that eyeshadow so much so that I finished the product. And I cannot get it in Singapore anyways. So that's why I rather spend a higher price to get this color. Anyways, there are 1 or 2 more new colors added in this range. It comes with 2 glitter size over here. This is the small glitter size and this is the big glitter size. But having said that this is big, I find that personally the big is still small. I would say that the big glitters sparkle subtly. From a distance away from my mirror, which is about 1 arm's length, which is 1 meter away, under the lightings, I can catch a glimpse of these big glitters with just 1 or 2 chunks of glitters. It will be much more sparkly when I see myself at a closer distance from the mirror. And for the smaller glitter size, when applied on the eyes, I feel that we are watching a sky full of stars. These small glitters are densely packed with one another, but they sparkle more subtly than the big ones, and I find that the small glitters will be good for office use. This Canmake Jewelry View eyeshadow has a very sheer color base. It's designed in this way. It is a little powdery, and I find that for all the colors except for this purple, it doesn't fall out. For this purple number 5, it does fall out a little, and I usually use my finger to blend them out on the eyes. So this eyeshadow can be used alone or as a topper. These eyeshadows will be great for dears who likes to have a clean, fresh, natural, sparkling eyes. And I personally feel that this will be also great for dears who have very small, single eyelid eyes. Because my friend told me that she doesn't apply eyeshadow because she has no space to apply eyeshadow on her very small eyes. And I feel that when we apply light colors, especially with sparkles, very subtle sparkles, not the junky type of sparkles, this will actually visually enlarge our eyes. And Watsons has very limited colors. So if you just want to get this, get it ASAP. Anyways, if you just want to know more information about these eyeshadows, please hop over to my previous video and I will link it in the description box below as well as on the iCard here for the video link. I'm surprised by this pigmentation. Japanese eyeshadows pigmentation is usually mild to moderate pigmentation, probably due to the color stories of these quids. The colors are saturated and pigmented, but they don't really show up well on the hand swatch. I especially adore these sparkly shades in the middle. Let me just show you. This is so sparkly and they are so small and densely packed. Can you see the sheen? So pretty, isn't it? And Canmake has changed the packaging under this eyeshadow series to this. But I actually personally still prefer the older packaging. So as you dears probably can see that from this palette, there are only 2 finishes, which is primarily the pearl shimmery finishes over here, and the sparkle, which is the middle one, is the sparkly finish. The powder over here is finely milled, they are soft and smooth, and it blends out easily on the eyes. I did a longevity test with this eyeshadow, which I started to record this at 2:02 PM, ended at 10:40 PM, which is about 8.5 hours of wear. I would say it lasted pretty well on my eyelid. I still see that it fades, but it just fades very little bit, about maybe 10%. Still remains on the eyes and it looks vibrant. Usually Japanese eyeshadows are very thoughtful. They always come out with this kind of step-by-step instruction, teaching us which color to use on which part of the eyes. But of course, we can always use this color as of how we want it to be. And personally, I find that for these two colors over here, this is star 1, star 2, these two colors look very similar to one another. This is slightly more red, this is slightly more berry. But seriously, when these two colors apply on the eyes, I can't really tell much difference about it. So I was thinking, since the two of them look so similar, can't they just change to another color which is of a maybe mid-tone color, because these two really seems very similar. And for this sparkly shade over here, this is what they call the topping jewel shade, which I share with you just later. I find that it looks much sparkly on the hand swatch than on the eyes, and usually I would just use this as a topper, and probably because I use it as a topper, not alone, I don't really see that it sparkles that much under the two heavy colors over here. Having said that, if there is no sparkly shade in this palette, I will not pick up this palette totally. So overall, I enjoy the quality of this eyeshadow and the longevity. There are more new colors added into this range, but I'm not so sure if the performance is consistent throughout all the colors, but I am enjoying this palette. I've mentioned that in my previous video, which I can't remember which video, and I'm not used to them. For Canmake's eyeshadow, I realized that all their powders are very finely milled, especially for this one. Not only are they finely milled, they are moist, and they are very smooth, and they are very soft. All these colors over here are the pearl shimmery finish. There are no other finishes like matte or sparkly finishes. So these are the first three colors I got for myself from this Silky Souffle range. And can you guess which is my most favorite color? Please comment in the comment section. This is number 1, number 2, number 3. So guess which one is my favorite color. Number 1, Noble Beige, and number 3, Leopard Bronze. Let me show you the colors in the pen. This is number 1, Noble Beige, and number 3, Leopard Bronze. They look similar to one another. Number 1, Noble Beige is way too gentle on me, and I'm wearing this on my eyes right now. So mildly pigmented, and I can hardly see the colors. And number 3, Leopard Bronze, is rich. So sometimes to reach a balance, I will just mix the two of them. And now this, have you already commented which is my favorite colors of them 3? If you watch me for quite some time, you will know will be this number 2, which is Rose Sapphire. This is my favorite color because I like pinks, I like rose pink. Yeah, I'm a romantic girl. Did you get this right? I'm used to the Western brands eyeshadows strong pigmentation, and these are the first 3 Japanese eyeshadows I returned to, and suddenly, with such a switch, I feel the drastic difference. I know the fault doesn't lie on them, I just need to use them more and get used to them. When they are freshly applied on my eyelid, I was already thinking, where are you? And after a few hours, I was like, are you even here? Anyways, I did 2 longevity tests for 2 colors, which I started off with number 2, Rose Sapphire, which is the rosy pink one, my favorite. I started the record the longevity at 1:42 PM and ended at 11:11 PM, which it lasted for 9.5 hours. This is when I was thinking, hello? Where are you hiding? I can't see you at all. The eyeshadow looks like it melted into my eyelid. And this is the second longevity test, which I was using this number 3 Leopard Bronze. Started the record it at 3:39 PM and ended at 11:11 PM? Hey, that's so coincident! The first longevity test also ended at 11:11 PM. What's the chance? And for this second longevity test, I was wearing this eyeshadow for about 7.5 hours. Oh yeah, by the way, for both longevity tests, I applied with primer, which is the Natasha Denona primer, so as to make it a fair test. Okay, I would say that this quad is so much better. At least by the end of the day, it is not hiding away from me. I can still see it. So I would say the first two color, which is this number 1, normal beige, and number 2, rose sapphire, they are so mildly pigmented and they brings a yawn on me. They don't last too. And the third one, which is the leopard bronze, this has the strongest pigmentation among them all, and this is also the longest lasting among them all. There are more new colors added in this range, but because I don't really like them, that's why I don't feel tempted to get the new colors. I also not sure if the performance remains the same throughout the colors. If it is, all the more I don't want to pick them up. At the same time, Canmake also come out with a matte version of them, which I am quite tempted to pick that one to try out. And overall, I would say that I am still not liking them. They have very limited eyeshadow finishes. There is only one finish, which is the shimmery pearl finish. I'm not very creative, and I find that with the limited eyeshadow finishes and the colors, I can't create a lot of looks. And where am I looking? I should look at the lens here.
Oh no!
So I find that we can skip these silky souffle eyeshadow finishes to a better Japanese eyeshadow formula, or within Canmake, I think it's more worthwhile to buy the perfect stylish eyeshadow, which I mentioned just now, more than this. I haven't mentioned any mascara before recently. Since I am wearing fake lashes, I didn't apply mascara anymore. My natural lash has its own character, it doesn't obey me, and it cannot curl. So last year, I actually have a secret goal, which is to make my lash curl again. So what I did was, I emptied my skills, relearned it, starting from the curling tool, the curling method, etc. And I was already prepared to explore the field of mascaras. I was prepared to buy a lot of mascaras till I found the one that works for me. But very luckily, I just hit the jackpot with my first purchase, which is this. The Canmake Lash Curl Black Mascara. I'm so lucky! And this comes with a comb applicator. My curl stays all day when the mascara is fresh. This mascara was already 1 year old, and I recorded the longevity at 3:40 PM, the same day I recorded the longevity for the number 3 Leopard Bronze Silky Souffle Eyeshadow Quartz, ended at 11:11 PM, which is about 7.5 hours apart. As you just probably can tell, the curl drops a little. When this mascara is fresh, when I just bought it, my curls stay the whole day. I've watched review from other beauty YouTubers on this mascara, and the curl stays the whole day for them too. So I'm guessing my natural lash quality is not as good as theirs, and this mascara is already old, and that's why the curls start to droop a little by the end of the day. But I'm not complaining that it is already good enough. And I also realized that it doesn't state that over here on the packaging it is waterproof. Anyways, there are some Japanese wordings that I don't understand. But I can tell from the Canmake Japan website that this is waterproof. It doesn't smudge on me for the whole day, and even when I'm tearing, it just stays as it is for the whole day. The only drawback about this mascara is it is quite hard to remove. I always use this kind of 2 layers eye and lip makeup remover to remove mascara, and I take a long time to remove this. Or should I try the warm water method? I don't really like to use that method because I find that it is very messy, and I still need to boil my water and mix with cold water to produce the warm water. It's very troublesome for me. So that's why I seldom use the warm water method to remove mascara. I know that over at the Canmake Japan website, they have this quick lash remover serum. It's supposed to remove this mascara instantly, but I don't recall seeing that remover serum at Watson's online and in-store, and also at the Shopee website. So I'm not sure that it already comes to Singapore. So anyways, for this mascara, I really like it because it works on me so well, and because of that, I bought more of their products under this range. This is the mascara base. I actually don't see this anymore at the Watson website, both in-store and online. And I also can't find this at Shopee and the Canmake Japan website. So I guess most likely this is discontinued already. So this is the fiber mascara. I kind of like it and don't like it. Primer being a primer, this is the first product to apply after my lash is curled. So if the primer is not suitable for my lashes, the curl will drop immediately. And whatever products I applied subsequently, it wouldn't curl my lash again. So what I like about this primer is that my lash remain curled. But what I don't really like about it is, as you dears probably can tell, it has fiber. And the fiber is quite thick. So what happens when I apply is, it tends to form the spider leg look and it clumps very easily. And also, this is actually pinkish white in color. So when I apply this, followed by 2 or 3 coats of this black mascara, I can still the pinkish white color peeping through the black mascara. So can you imagine, you can see the whiteness with the spider leg. It reminds me of the dengue mosquito, the Aedes mosquito leg. The black and white leg from the Aedes mosquito. No, don't like that. But having said that, now that I can't find this primer anymore, I will have to start looking for another primer to replace this. So dears, if you have any good recommendation of a lasting curl primer, please share with me. This is their transparent mascara. You can use this alone if you have very good, long, full lashes, or you can use this over your mascara. I love and hate this. I know love and hate is a very strong word, but you dears know what I mean, right? The curls stay fabulously throughout the whole day. That's the part I love about it. The part I don't like, I hate it is, it's very difficult to remove. It is so much more difficult to remove than the black mascara. So that's why I seldom reach out for this. This is the Lash Care Essence, and this is to be applied twice a day. It helps to repair the lashes damaged from the curlings and wearing mascara, and that triggered me to get this essence because from what I can see from my friends who has been wearing mascara for the past 20 years every day, they start to have lesser lashes now. This is transparent, has no scent, and comes with this doe-foot applicator, which I'm quite surprised by it because usually for the serum or essence they come with the mascara wand applicator, but this comes with a doe-foot applicator. I've been using this since last year, so it pretty much dried up by now, and I'm not having an urgent push factors to get another one simply because after I achieve my goal, that is to make my lash curl again, I seldom wear mascara. So that's why I don't see the need to. So dears, have you already tried this essence before? If you do you find that it worked for you? Please comment in the comment section below, yeah? Thank you so much. This matte lip tint is not available on Watson's website, and I only see a limited pieces in store, but they are still available at the Shopee seller. I find that all the colors under this lip tint matte range are very beautiful. When I just applied this on my lips, I really love the finish and the colors on the lips. It went on so smooth, a little moist. It takes about 2-3 minutes to slowly dry down to a matte finish. But after a few hours, my lips feel dry and uncomfortable. It cracks in between my lip lines and it fell. Not only that, I can see dead skin cell lumps on my lips. And when we scrub our lips before using this lip tint matte, the condition slightly improved. But again, after a few hours, my lips will still feel dry and sometimes it does crack a little, and there is also a little dead skin cells forming on the lips. Not as much as when we are not scrubbing the lips, but it still has that kind of very dry effect. So that's why I would say avoid this lip tint matte, even though the colors are beautiful. This is a must-get items. All the colors of these lipsticks are so beautiful and they are suitable for Asians. They come with a very cute heart shape over here when they are fresh, but after several use, it flattens like this. I did a detailed swatches and review video about this before, so if you dears wants to know more details, please refer to the previous video. I will link the video link in the description box below as well as on the iCard here. So in short, these lipsticks are moisturizing, sheer colors. You need to build up for the intensity. And because of the sheerness and the moisturizing nature, the colors faded after a while. And they are transferable, not suitable to wear with a mask. I love they smoothen my lids and offers a juicy, youthful lips. And that's why these lipsticks are a must-get. The only drawback about this lipstick is they are round in shape. So that makes application on the corners and the cupid bow more difficult and challenging. Haha, both of the colors labels have dropped off, so I do not know about the color names. This is one of their star products and they have tons of good reviews. I got this first one many years ago, maybe 10 years ago. That's how long it is, or even longer. It seems a little gross. There's no musky smell, but I dare not use it anymore. So I still have a little bit left because I am reluctant to use anymore. I actually don't want to finish it. When I got this, I use it basically every day, and this is the only lip products I'm reaching out for, neglecting all of my other lip products. So can you see how powerful this is? So I think either 2 or 3 years ago or 1 or 2 years ago, I got the second one. And these are basically the colored lip balm. And this is on my lips right now. I find that they have very similar finish with their melty luminous lipsticks as mentioned just now, but this lip balm are more sheer. They have longer lasting moisture than the lipsticks, and these lip balms made my lips more plump, soft and juicy. And nowadays during the daytime, I will just reach out for this. Conclusion, I'm happy with most of the products over here from Canmake, except for this lip tint matte. Avoid at all costs. And I'm still not very used to this Suki Souffle eyeshadow quads, but I can see that these are good for makeup beginners because these are more mistakes forgiving. And yes, have you already tried any of the Canmake makeup items? I hope that this video is helpful for you dears. And now dears, it's your turn to share with me. Which is your favorite Japanese makeup product? Please share with me in the comment section below because I love to explore your makeup collection too. And last but not least, here's an inner beauty tip for us to be more beautiful and more wise. Opportunity. We don't get unlimited chances in life, so never miss an opportunity that could have changed your life. Thank you dear so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider to subscribe and click the bell notification button below for my future videos. I like to do makeup products review and beauty related videos, so if this is your cup of tea, please join in my YouTube family. And if you dears like to connect with me more, please visit me at my Instagram and Facebook platform. The address will be over here on the screen. May you dears have a peaceful, blissful and joyful week ahead. See you next time. Bye! And before we go, please check out these 2 videos over here. Thank you!